Halloween, the time for monsters, ghosts, and tiny Tesco Halloween displays. Woo! So yeah, Halloween doesn't really happen here. Not round where I live anyway. Which sucks because I really like the holiday. Please, if you live somewhere within the UK where Halloween looks like this, then you better tell me. Because I want in on that. But until then, all I can really do is sit in my spooky chair and watch reruns of WCW's Halloween Havoc.
You are seeing the end of Hulk Hogan!
The scariest thing here is the fact that people paid to see this. I mean, aside from that and classic horror films, I can't really think of anything else to do with my Halloween. It feels like I'm missing something. Films, wrestling, what was that other thing I liked? Video games? Oh yeah, it was video games! So why don't I play some horror games? Because I don't like horror games. Yeah, sorry 90% of YouTubers, but I'm afraid I won't be joining you in playing the latest installment of Five Nights at Freddy's. Look, I get scared really easily, okay? So, horror games just aren't my thing. I tried. I really did. You can watch me play Zombie U on my channel.
Go away. Go away!
It didn't go too well. I just don't really find that much enjoyment out of games like that. However, it never hurts to try again, and since it's Halloween, I thought I'd face my fear and play some horror games. But I'm only playing really fucking old ones. Now, I'm going by Wikipedia's definition of a horror game, based on this article. So, sorry if that's wrong. Guess you'll just have to shoot me. You'll have to try harder than that! So we begin this collection of classic horror with one of the earliest horror games I could find, Haunted House for the Atari 2600. We start up the game and oh my! Those are some graphics. To be fair though, this game from 1982 is actually pretty fun for what it is. As you might be able to tell, you're a guy, or a girl, it's hard to tell with just eyes, and your task is to search through this dark, spooky house for 3 pieces of an urn. Yeah, that's supposed to be an urn. Use your imagination. However, in order to find these urn pieces, among other bonus items, you have to light a match to illuminate the area around you, causing one of the most eye-bleedingest things I've ever uploaded. I apologize for this. The game runs at a weird frame rate and recording it really messed it up. It wasn't this bad when I played before, honest. However, while searching the many floors of this house for items, you'll run into enemies. These enemies feature a spider, a ghost, and Cell's headpiece? And if you thought that you could kill things in this game, well, you were wrong. Because this is Atari. There's only one button, and that's used for lighting matches. So you more or less have no way to defend yourself, except to run. Run and hide. Hide in the darkness, deep locked away in a corner of the house, hoping, praying that the monsters don't find you, that they don't find you and eat your pants! I will say that that is extremely tense and, dare I say, spooky. Not being able to defend yourself, having to wait for a monster to leave the room before you can search it, hoping that it doesn't follow you. Even being a little bit scared to go up or down a floor because you could easily find the monsters there, waiting for you. But you have to. You can't escape this place until you find all 3 urn pieces. It's a little bit like Alien Isolation. A very, very primitive Alien Isolation. Did I mention the music in this game yet? Oh, that's because there is none. Which shouldn't surprise you, it's Atari, it was barely capable of bats, let alone music. But the sound effects are so classic and they just add to this game's atmosphere. It's really quite impressive how a game this old and this basic could be so fun. And to be honest, a little unnerving. Then again, a pair of glowing eyes floating about a dark mansion was always going to be a bit creepy. Ah well, we found all the urn pieces, so let's get out of here. And into the Twilight Zone, apparently. Let's stick with the Atari 2600 and take a look at the holiday's namesake, Halloween. It's shit. Okay, let's try a more advanced console. The NES. Surely this will have something horror-related for us. Castlevania. Does this count? Well, according to the Wikipedia article it does. So you can go and find that link in the description. Castlevania. Made by Konami. Man, if this is anything like PT, it's gonna be cancelled. So we start off entering a spooky castle, and man, I'm getting a real Monster Bash vibe from this. I'm excited. Let's play. Alright, seems good so far. Got a whip. That's pretty good. Ah, the entrance. Let's adventure on. Ghouls! Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back! Oh, hey, look, money. So this is level 1, and the first thing I notice is that I have a life meter and a heart counter. Okay, I guess I'll figure that out later. Ah, shit! The fuck is that? A dog? I gotta fight dogs? Don't make me fight dogs. I barely know the controls and you're making me flail a goddamn morning star into Rover's head. Calm the fuck down, game! Okay, now I'm confused. I'm getting hearts, but my health isn't coming back. The hell is with that? And good lord, do these ghouls ever stop? They are relentless. You'd think after a while they'd give up, but they just don't. I'll be honest with you. This game is kinda stiff. Doesn't really have the easiest controls to use. The jumping is especially weird. Basically, you don't have full control like in Mario, but rather, when you jump whilst moving, you've basically committed to landing in a certain place. Like, you will always go the same distance and you can't stop. Which makes platforming a pain, to say the least, and will at some point lead to... Oh look, a staircase. What the hell? I'm an explorative type. What's down here then? Oh, no. No to that, thanks. The first boss is a bat, and I didn't really get it at first, but it turns out the best thing to use is the axe item. Oh yeah, there's items in this. I didn't really get that for a while either. You gotta push B and up. B and up to use items. Alright, fair enough. You don't got many buttons to work with, that's understandable. But maybe telling me would have been nice, though. Also, the hearts, they're ammo. For your item. That's okay. Weird choice of ammo, but I'm down with that. I get the concept. Alright, level 2, also known as fuck you. This level can be summed up in one word. Heads. Heads. Heads! What's with the flying heads? They go up, they go down, they kill you, you die. I don't like this. How the fuck are you supposed to avoid these things with the aforementioned stiff jumping controls? I died to these things more than any other enemy in the game, more than the bosses. And it's not that they deal a lot of damage, 2 pieces of health per hit, that's pretty standard. It's just that they keep coming. Also, there's this bit where you die, and die, and die, and die. The floating heads have to be one of the most annoying enemies in any game I've ever played. Honestly, the majority of my deaths in this game came from falling. I mean, sure, health isn't exactly everywhere, but you don't really take a lot of damage per hit. But when you do get hit, you get knocked back. And that, plus the stiff controls, means you gonna fall. Eventually you get to this level's boss, which is, oh fuck you! A literal flying head is the boss. Wonderful. Beat that, then it's on to level 3, which features a ghost, monkeys, and
Spooky, scary skeletons.
So the objective of this level is to fucking make this jump. Now, I will say though, I do love the level progression here. None of these stages I've played feel the same. They even have their own unique enemies, making everything feel different. On the subject, each stage having different music is great too, because if you were stuck on stage 2 for a long time like me, you never want to hear that song again. So changing it up is really nice, and it does help that this game has some great music. Oh good. The heads are back. Okay, this is bullshit. This statue thing shoots at you, and you can't get close to it to attack because the controls feel like you're trying to move boxes with someone else's hands. I can't do this anymore. So yeah, this game was too hard for me. I'm not very good at NES. I grew up with a Nintendo 64, so these hardcore old school games were never really my thing. I will say though that the seeds of a fun experience are here, so maybe the later Castlevanias are better. I'll have to check some other time. Next we have Nightmare Creatures for the Nintendo 64. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Apparently it's mixed to positive. Ah, well, never could trust those game journalists. What with their pens. The opening cinematic and oh, you're one of those games. No, I'm not gonna. Also, what the hell is going on back here? Yeah, it's probably best not to ask. Alright, main menu seems creepy enough. Just select my character and off we pop. Level 1, Chelsea. And, oh! Thanks, story. No, I didn't need to see. Oh, look, a zomble. Let's try A. Ah! Oh, sweet fuck, his head's gone. He seems fine, though. There. Dead. Hang on. Why is he getting up? For real, I tried everything, but I could not kill this one zombie. Weird way to start. So this is Nightmare Creatures, and it's pretty creepy. I love the music, if you could call it that. So shadowy and foreboding, I love it. It's scary without being too heavy-handed, unlike some games which feel the need to just throw in jump scares. Ah! Well, it was good while it lasted. To be fair though, the jump scares in this game aren't really cheap. Rather, they're more sudden introductions, if you will, of monsters, which puts you suitably on edge. The main focus of this game seems to be the combat, which is pretty good. Controls are a bit janky at times, but it works. Using items is pretty simple and they're fairly responsive. To me, this feels like a 3D Castlevania, except less supernatural and more just horrible. The gun is probably my favourite item. It's hilarious. Some big scary abomination against nature looming over you? Just Indiana Jones it. Brilliant. I gotta be honest though, I didn't make it very far in this game. While the first level was a breeze, I found the second level was just a nightmare. Because you just get wailed on by enemies from everywhere and you couldn't escape because of the janky controls, and then the zombies started blocking? When was that ever a thing? Oh, well, hello there. I'm sure whatever that is, it's friendly. Oh yes, hello friend, it is I, another friend. Oh fuck, shit, balls, game over. Well, in all, I thought Nightmare Creatures was a fun experience. I'd honestly probably try a more modern game like this, with less janky controls of course, but no, I liked it a lot. Up until now we've been going forward with these, but for the last game, I want to go back to my childhood. Alakazoo! Monster Bash. Yeah, that game we mentioned earlier. This is honestly one of the first games that I ever played, so I'm really excited to revisit it. Yeah, you okay, buddy? Need some indigestion tablets? So the game starts by telling us that we need to free all the cats and dogs before we can beat the stage. Hey, that's good enough motivation for me. As long as they ain't gonna attack me, I'm fine. You start the stage by falling from the sky, and you're soon left wondering what the controls are. Well, let me tell you, my good sirs. Arrows to move, duck, and aim upwards. Good so far. And control to jump, and alt to fire.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
Once you've figured that out, it's time to start your mission and rescue all the cats and dogs. And you do this by shooting the locks off of their adorable little cages. You can also collect sweets as points, and wow, this whole scene is just pure nostalgia for me right now. I can remember being about 7 and playing this and collecting the sweeties and sandwiches as I called them. Yeah, I thought these were sandwiches. Though to be fair, I'm still not entirely convinced that they're not. After some probably very disrespectful grave hopping, we come across our first real enemy of the game. A zombie! These are easily dealt with by... Ah! Twat! These are easily dealt with by shooting them a lot with your slingshot. You know, I always thought the zombies looked like Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Blue hair did it, I guess. Along with zombies, your main hazards in this game are spikes covered in jam, falling blocks, and severed hands the size of your entire torso. The hands are also assholes. You know, despite not playing this game for well over 10 years, I remember this level almost exactly. You eventually go underground and explore a little cave system. Come here. Come down here. Come down here and face justice for your hand crimes. There's a treasure chest here, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm sure that's normal. Once you beat all the enemies and free all the animals, a ladder will appear to let you out. How high does this thing go? Oh, to the trees. Where there's nothing but sweets. Hey, I ain't complaining. This stage is pretty short, but I played it a lot when I was younger, hence why its layout seems to still be burned into my memory even after all these years. Do you know what isn't burned into my memory? The sound. Yeah, growing up, our family PC didn't actually have any speakers, so I played this game entirely without sound. But now I can play it with sound. It's excellent. The music is cheesy, but it really does fit with the rest of the game. The one thing I'm not too keen on is the sound that the skulls make when you kill them. I don't know, it just feel a bit too discount jokery to me. Level 2, and oh! You okay, buddy? Did you need a hand down? You don't look comfortable. I'm gonna give you a hand down. Ah! Mistake! Mistake! Oh god, and now birds! Birds! Eat rocket, avian menace! Gotta say, I don't remember level 2 that much. I remember the skeletons and the snake heads, but not much else. I don't think I ever made it past this one. And it looks like I won't here either. Game over. Shit. Man, it was such a treat checking out Monster Bash again. Honestly, for a game this old, it was incredibly fun. If they re-released this now with the ability to use a controller, I'd really love that. Make it happen, Nintendo. And that, as they say, seems to be it. We took a look at some old spooky video games, and I told you what I thought. So what have we learned on this journey? Well, it seems that for me, while horror games aren't necessarily my thing, I do have a soft spot for spooky themed games. Games with cute little ghosties and monsters. And in the end, isn't that the real spirit of Halloween? No, it's drugs. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you'd like to support my channel, please consider signing up for a 40-day free trial of Crunchable.com. Crunchable.com is an anime audiobook streaming service which doesn't fucking exist. Ah, you made it to the real outro screen, and it is here where I will say thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. This is the format that I want to carry on with from now on. I'll still do my old style Let's Plays here and there, but this review structure is the direction I want to go in. Please remember to leave a like, drop me a comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. I've been MayRey, and I'll see you all next time.